So let's continue with that ledger accounts. This is how your cash account looks like. Check the amounts. Correct? Amounts. Is there anything missing? Any item is missing? Take out the cash account, please. Cash account. Cash account. Debit. Credit. Correct? All the amounts are there. Anything missing? So now you know from the journal how you post it to the ledger account. That is clear to everyone. I hope so. Now balancing. How to do the balancing part. So first what to do? Total both the side amount columns. Amount column on the debit side, you have 1 lakh and 15,000 is there, two amounts only. And on the credit side, you have 5 amounts, 5 figures, correct? So you calculate both the totals. On the debit side, how much is the total? It is 1,15,000. And on the credit side, how much is the total? I hope you have completed the cash account. How much is the total, Ellen? Yes, Anish?
92,500.
92,500. So which side is more? Debit side or credit side? Which side amount is more? Which is more? Question is asked in the primary class. 1,15,000 debit side. So that larger amount, we will write it on both the sides like this. 1,15,000 is written on both the sides like this. This is the way we write. Then this side, the credit side has got a lesser amount. So what is the difference? Difference. Find out the difference. How much is the difference? 1,15,000. 1,15,000 minus 92,500. So how much you get?
22,500.
How much?
22,500.
22,500. You will write it here. Where on the side where there is lesser amount, that is on the credit side. To make it equal to the total, we will write the amount on the credit side, 22,500, and that is called the balancing figure. This is called, what is this? Balancing figure. Note down all these terms. Balancing figures. What is balancing figure? The difference between the total and the side which shows the lesser amount. Balancing figure. So that we will write it as balance. What? Balance?
Carried down.
Carried down. CD. Carried down. So what to do? First, we will calculate the totals of the amount column. This is an amount column on the debit side. Here we have the amount column on the credit side. Both the sides, sum is calculated. The total of both the sides. Please keep the video on. Keep it on. Yes, I want to see your faces. Okay. So, both the side totals are found out. Then you see which side gives you the higher amount. So, in this cash account, it is the debit side giving you the higher amount. So, that amount, 1,15,000, we will write it on both the sides like this. Both the sides. Then, which side shows a lower amount? It is the credit side. So find the difference. How much is less? Here the total was 92,500. So how much is it different from 1,15,000? That difference, you will write it just above the total amount And that figure, here it is 22,500. That is called the balancing figure. And how do you write it under the particulars column? There you will write as balance carried down. And this balance will come down to the opposite side next time. If it is monthly, then next month we will bring this to the opposite side. Then it becomes balance BD, brought down 22,500. Okay? Balancing is okay with everyone? This is how we balance an account. Balancing is done. Now let me ask you one thing. Listen everyone. Stop writing and listen to me. Yes. Now tell me, what kind of balance is this? Balancing is this. I mean the balance amount, what is it? Is it credit balance or debit balance? So my question is, what do you call this balance? Is it a credit balance or a debit balance? This balancing figure, either we mention it as debit balance, okay? Debit balance or credit balance. That is how we mention it. So my question is, this particular balance, how do you call it? Debit balance or credit balance? Which side is more? Which side is more? Tell me. Debit side is more. Yeah, debit side is more. So, even though the balancing figure, this comes on the credit side, this is called debit balance. Note it down. Debit balance. Debit balance means debit side is more. That's why the balance is called debit balance. Okay, is that clear? Now, if you get the balancing figure on the debit side, then what balance is that? Yes, what balance is that? Credit balance. Very good. It is the credit balance. So, when we discussed the cash book, we had seen a sentence. The cash book always, or it is always better to show a debit balance. Debit balance, okay? If it is credit balance, what is that then? If the cash book shows, if it is a double column cash book, double column cash book, and if the double column cash book has got a credit balance, then what is it? What is the condition?
Overdraft.
Ah, very good. That means there is overdraft. Okay. So balancing is perfect. Okay with all of you? Is there anyone having doubt? Yes? Is there anybody still having doubt about balancing? Please let me know. Okay. Now what is the next account you prepared? What is the next account prepared after cash account?
Capital account.
Capital account. Okay. Capital account. Then what to be done there? Capital account is credited. Capital account is credited. That means on the credit side of the capital account, we will write by cash. By cash. And how much is the amount? 1 lakh. Sorry. Now tell me, what balance will you get from the capital account? Okay, Alan. Okay. Yes. So this capital account, this is how your capital account is, right? Now tell me, what kind of balance will you get from this account? Yes, why no answer? There is only one item. What is there so much to think? Tell me. What balance will you get here? Debit balance or credit?
balance.
Sorry?
Credit balance.
It is credit balance. Always capital account shows credit balance. Okay? Yeah. Yes. So that part is over. Ledger. Yes. Aparna's is over. Rahul finished. Who else is there to complete? Ledger accounts. So what is the balance of purchase account? Just tell me the balance amount as well as the kind, if it is debit balance or credit balance. Purchase account. I'm asking about purchase account. What balance you got?
Debit balance.
Yes. Purchase account always will show a debit balance. Okay? Purchase account will always show a debit balance. How about sales? Yes, Pranav? Sales account will always show credit balance. CR, credit. Credit side of the sales account will be more. Okay. Then what else is there? Then other accounts and all, it will be either credit or debit. There is no such rules. But always you can see from now onwards, you check always the purchase accounts will be debit balance and sales account will be credit balance. Okay? Don't forget. Purchase account is always debited. The journal entry, purchase account debtor. Keep that in your mind. Always purchase account will be debit and sales will be credit. Why? Because this is required for trial balance, this balancing, balances. It is these balances that we are going to bring it to the trial balance. So that's why I'm making it clear about the balancing, balances. Okay? Yes. Shall we move to subsidiary books? Subsidiary books. Yes. So what are these subsidiary books? Yes, anybody remember the explanation for subsidiary books? What do you understand by subsidiary books? See, for a firm, for a small firm, it is okay to record all the transactions in a single journal entry because the number of transactions will be less. But as the business expands, or if it is a large business, there will be numerous transactions, several cash transactions, so many purchase transactions related to purchase, transactions related to sales, all that. There will be numerous transactions. So it will be very difficult for them to make an analysis of these. For that purpose, what they do, they prepare separate journals. Okay, so actually the subsidiary books means they are subdivisions of journal, different types of journal. They are the subsidiary books. So for all the purchases, they will write a purchases book. They will prepare a purchases book. For all the sales, not all the sales. What sales? The credit sales. Only the credit sales. For all the credit sales, they'll prepare a sales book. All the cash transactions, all transactions related to cash transactions, we prepare a separate book called cash book. Okay, cash book. So cash book, purchase book, sales book, then sales returns book. All the sales return, the sold goods are returned back. Sales book, sales returns book, purchase book, purchase returns book. Then we also have bills receivables book, bills payable book, and also, what is that? Journal proper. Journal proper. And what is recorded in this journal proper? Those transactions which doesn't fall in any of these categories, that would be recorded in the journal proper. Keep the videos on. Keep it on. Yes. Keep it on, please. Okay. Now, the cash book, talking about cash book, we have, how many types of cash book are there? Yes. How many types of cash book? Krishna, how many types of cash book are there?
Three.
3 and one more? There are actually 4 types of cash book.
Petty cash book also.
Petty cash book. That is also a cash book. Okay. So, which are that 3 cash book, 3 types of cash book, Aparna?
Single column, double column, triple
Yes.
column.
Yes, single column, double column, triple column cash book. Very good. So, what is the peculiarity of this single column cash book, Pranav?
Only one amount column.
Only a one amount column, one in the debit side, one in the credit side. And all the transactions related to cash transaction will be recorded in this single column cash book. One amount column was provided. What is the peculiarity of double column cash book, Rahul?
Cash and bank.
2 amount columns. We are providing 2 amount columns, one for cash, one for bank. So all the cash transactions amount will be written in the cash column and bank transaction amounts will be written in the bank column. So that's why it is based on this number of amount columns we classify the cash book. And there is one more, that is triple simple column cash book where we have 3 amount columns, but we don't have problems related to it, but it is important for you to know it. What is this? So what is that third amount column? It is the column for discount. We are going to provide separate column for discount allowed, discount received. Okay, that amount column, the name will be discount. Yeah. So shall we do a problem for cash book? Yes, cash book. Now the cash book is similar to the journal as well as ledger. It serves both the duties of journal as well as ledger. Please do question number 5. Double column cash book. Yes, question number 5. So here you are asked to prepare a double column cash book. The journal is not required, but still if you feel that you cannot post it directly into the cash book, you may roughly do the journal entries. Started business with cash. Cash account debtor to cash, debtor to capital. Cash paid into bank. What is that? Cash paid into bank. So bank debtor to cash. Purchased goods from Sushmita. Now, don't forget about the contra entries. Contra entries. The second one, bank account debtor to cash, cash account debtor to bank. That is always contra entry. That will have to write it on both the sides. Remember contra entry? No? If not, I'll explain. Purchased goods from Sushmita. Is that a cash transaction?
No.
No, it is a credit transaction. So we need not write it We should not write it here. This is not required because it is a credit transaction. So where do we write it then? Which book will you write that? Anish, which book are you going to write about this?
Purchase.
Purchase book. Very good. Purchase book. So let us discuss the answers now. Yes. So the first entry, cash account debtor to capital. Same way as you post it to the ledger, same process is done. Cash account is debited. So debit side, you will write capital and this cash. So the amount will be written in the cash column, 1,20,000. Now see the next one. It's a contra entry. Cash paid into bank. So bank, which is an asset increase, bank account debtor to cash. Cash asset decrease. Why? The cash from the bank, cash in the business is now with the bank. Okay. So bank account debtor. So this cash book is double column. It is for both cash as well as for bank. Bank account debtor means It is debited. Cash book is debited. Come to the debit side. And what should be written here? Cash. That is to be written. The opposite is written. And the amount will be written in the bank column. Bank account is debited. So, amount should come in the bank amount column. And in particulars, we will write cash. The same thing should come on the credit side. For what? To indicate the credit of cash. Credit given to cash. So cash account is credited. So come to the credit side. Then cash account is credited. So what should be written? By bank. Bank account debit. Bank is given debit. So bank will be written here and cash account is credited. So amount is written on the cash amount column. Then to indicate that it is contra entry, you should write C. Capital letter C in the LF column. LF. Contra entry. So C for contra. Okay. Now the next one. Sold goods to Dinker and received a check. So this is considered as sold goods and received check. It is sales. Okay. So what is the journal entry? Bank account debtor to sales. To sales. So bank account debit. On the debit side, it's not sales, sorry, it is Dinker. Dinker. The name is given Dinker. So, but it should be sales. It is not Dinker. Make it sales. Have you written sales or Dinker? Yes? What is your answer?
Sales.
Sales. It is sales. It is not Dinker. Sales. So sales 20,000 and the amount is received a check, but here it is cash. Amount is written as cash because it is not deposited in the bank. It is still in the with the business. So amount is written in the cash column. Now paid to Sushmita cash. Cash is paid to Sushmita. Sushmita account debtor to cash. Sushmita account debtor. Sushmita account debtor to cash. So cash is credited. So on the credit side, we write Sushmita and write 20,000. Okay. Now see the next one. 14th one. Check received. So that day a check was received on 6th. Check received is deposited into bank. So again, bank account debtor to cash. It is deposited into bank. Bank account debit to cash. So this again becomes a contra entry. Bank account is debited. So amount is written in the debit column, bank column on the debit side. Then you will write cash in the particulars. And again on the credit side, the same thing. Cash is credited. So come to the credit side and write by bank. Don't forget to mention capital letter C. C. Okay. Sold goods to Rani. Is that required? What kind of transaction is that? It is credit sales. You can see the name Rani here and it is not written as cash or check. So it is a credit sale transaction. No need to write it in the cash book. Cartage paid in cash. Cartage. It is paid in cash. So cartage account debtor to cash. To cash. Cash is credited. So on the credit side, we write by cartage 500. Then received cash from Rani. On 22nd, cash is received from Rani. So cash is received. Cash account debtor. Cash account debtor to Rani. Okay. Cash account debtor to Rani. Cash account is debited. So come to the debit side and write by Rani amount 12,000. Commission received. So commission is received. That means some cash is received in the form of commission. So cash account debtor to commission. So cash account is debited. Come to the debit side and write to commission 5,000. Then the last one, drew cash for personal use. It is drew cash for personal use. So what is the entry? Drawings account debtor to cash. Cash is credited. Come to the credit side and write drawings. By drawings. Okay. So now I hope you have balancing is over. Yes. Did you get the same answer? Yes. So what balance is this? What do you call this balance? Debit balance or credit balance?
Debit balance.
It is debit balance. Debit balance. Okay. So you know now what is debit balance and credit balance. I hope so. You're thorough with it now. Okay. So credited means writing it on the credit side. Debited means writing it on the debit side. Okay. That's it. Any doubt? Anything you want to ask? So when you read the transaction, see, write the journal entry. To be on the safer side, it is better to write the journal entry. Okay, and as it is MCQ, there is no need, but still, if you get confused, always write it. And when it is asked whether any account is debited or credited, what is to be done, then it is better to write the journal entry and see what is done to it. Okay? Okay. So I stop with this. See you in the next class. Prepare well for the model exam on 5th. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.